Well, this day was rougher than I thought it was going to be. Hello and welcome to BirdNoise, an Eagles fan podcast. I am your host, Dominic Estes. Today, sad news has been officially announced by the man, the myth, the legend, Jason Kelce. He held a press conference this afternoon today, and in it he had a speech where he announced that he is officially retiring from the NFL. We knew this was going to happen. News had broken that he had told his teammates before the Tampa Bay game that would probably be his last game if they lost. And so we all kind of saw it coming. I mean, you watch his Amazon documentary, and you can see that he's really struggling to decide whether or not he wants to keep going. And I think had the Eagles won the Super Bowl last year when they played against the Chiefs, I think he retires then. And I think he thought that the Eagles could get back to the Super Bowl. Heck, everyone thought the Eagles could get back to the Super Bowl until they had that collapse. But he has announced his retirement. And I mean, I don't know if we'll ever see another center who encapsulated a team and a city more than Jason Kelce. He was by definition an underdog. He was not as big as most centers are. And he was just the right guy for the Eagles. Jason Kelce, he's without a doubt a future Hall of Famer. I don't know if he'll be a first ballot. It wouldn't surprise me if he was a first ballot Hall of Famer. Just because of the impact he's had on the sport, on the position, and just the absolute reach that he has had to so many different fans of so many different fan bases. You may hate the Eagles or you may love the Eagles, but regardless, most NFL fans, I say all NFL fans, love Jason Kelce. For as long as I've watched the Eagles, Jason Kelce has been on that field. Seeing the Eagles take the field next season without a number 62 out leading the charge, leading the tush push if it's not banned, that's going to be hard. That's going to be interesting, sad. I have no doubt that 62 will probably be retired pretty soon. But Jason Kelce, he worked his butt off for 13 years. And that's just in the NFL. He's been playing sports for however old he is. I think he's 37, something like that. He's worked his butt off every year trying to get better, trying to be the best he can be, the best center he could be, and just the best football player he could be. And he deserves time to relax and enjoy life in the slow lane without getting hit every week. And Kelce, he's been selected to 7 Pro Bowls, 6 All-Pro team selections, and then of course he was part of that amazing 2017 team. I think Brandon Graham and Fletcher Cox are the only 2 players left on that team. I could be wrong. Darius Slay might be might have been on that team. But I think there's only 2 or 3 players left on that team from the original 2017 team. But he was part of that 2017 team that brought Philly their first Super Bowl. He holds the record for the most consecutive starts by an Eagle at 156, and the most starts by an Eagles offensive lineman at 193. Where the Eagles go now with center, I don't really know. Do they draft a center? Do they sign a free agent or even trade for a center? This is something we'll be watching as the offseason continues. Cam Jurgens could play center next year. He's listed as center/guard, so maybe. But I don't think that's what the Eagles are going to do. But this video isn't about what the Eagles do next at center. This is about Jason Kelce, and I just wanted to make the video as a thank you for all he has done for the Eagles organization and the NFL, as well as for the center position in general. He revolutionized that position. Before him, there were great centers, but I really think that he changed the position. A lot of people overlook the offensive line, but I think that a lot more people have realized just how vital an offensive line is to a team. The tush push itself, or the brotherly shove, whatever you want to call it, that in and of itself has changed the way players and fans look at an offensive line. Because the offensive line is how the brotherly shove works. So, for all you have done, on and off the field, Jason Kelce, thank you. And from the entire Eagles fan base, thank you. I'm Dominic Estes. This has been BirdNoise. And remember, fly, Eagles, fly.